What I want you to do starting today is I want you to decide, like John said earlier, that you're going to put down the brick and pick up the blitz, that you're going to let go of the good so you can say yes to the great. And I love, probably 3 years ago, Ashley Sinclair was at a dash and she said, you know, we almost let 50,000 a year keep us from 50,000 a month. And that is the position each one of you are in today. And so let's break that down. What is the good life? What does that look like to you? I know a lot of us right now, we're living the good life. And that might be some greater than others, and it might, you know, some of your good life might not be good to other people, but that's okay because it's what you want it to be. For me, that was sending my kids to private school, taking crazy vacations all year long, buying them nice basketball shoes when they were playing in their leagues. You know, I know many of you that's giving back beyond anything you ever thought you could. We built a dream home. We have a resort in our backyard. We're having leader retreats at our house, and all these mega millionaires are staying on the floor. I'm like, you guys, you don't want hotel rooms? We just love to be together. That's greater to me. And I still am not quite sure what greater looks like this year, but that's the word that God keeps giving me. So I want to get real here with you for a minute. And honestly, I'm talking to the women in the room. I'm talking to the moms. I'm talking to the wives. I think when you look at my Facebook page, you see my highlight reel. And like John said today, you want that, but you're not necessarily willing to go through the pain to get that kind of results. I'd like you to think I'm a really good mom. I'm a perfect mom. I'd like you to think I'm the best wife in the world. I'd like you to think that I work all the time and I still give back to my leaders and teams like they need on a regular basis and I don't let them down. But the real story is, my kids eat a lot of fast food. Thank goodness for Greens and Vital. Nathan and I have had to fight for our marriage, but it was worth fighting for. It still is worth fighting for. And I'm telling you, whether you're feeling guilt right now because you're missing evening events or weekend events, or you feel like you're not spending the time with them, I want to encourage you to change your perspective. When my perspective gets shaded and dark, I call my mom, and she reminds me of what's really happening because the devil wants me to believe something different. If I wasn't in It Works today, I would be a school teacher. I would be living paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul with that bill game at the end of every month. There was no money left. But today, when I feel like I've worked a 50-hour week and I didn't see my kids, I have to remember that I would have worked 50-hour weeks for the rest of my life. That wasn't just a one time of a week. That's right. And I'm telling you, I have the freedom to volunteer in my kids' classrooms. I wouldn't have had that as a teacher. When my car breaks down, I don't wonder how it's going to get paid for. I remember when our checks first started growing, I called my dad, and our cars kept breaking down. The heater went out in our new house, and I was like, we're just starting to catch up. And then things keep breaking down. And you know what he'd say to me? His glass is always half full. Well, at least you can pay for it. And I was like, well, I kind of wanted to do something different, like get a purse or something. But, you know.
Miss Cammie. With your permission, I have to interrupt you.
Okay.
And guess what time it is? High Five 305.
Let's get back to the schedule because they're still only going to give me 7 minutes. They just took a minute and a half, but they'll hold me to 7 minutes. No. I don't know if you saw it just a little bit ago, but because of It Works, we get to send our kids to private school. My granddaddy's favorite hymn was How Great Thou Art. Have you heard of that song? The other day, my little boy was in the bathroom singing, "How great they are, how great they are." And I didn't teach him that song. The school that we sent him to, because we have the privilege of sending our kids to private school, and for that I'm forever grateful, but without It Works, that wouldn't be possible. We had a dream board party the other night at our house, and instead of feeling bad because I wasn't putting them in bed, I was excited because Skylar was making a dream board with us. Now hers had flowers on them and like stars and things like that, but she was so proud of it, we even had to make a display for it at home so everybody could see her dream board. That's what it's all about, guys. When you change your perspective, you change your view. And that's what I want you to do right now, is I want you to change your perspective because the view looks amazing. So, some of you are wondering, oh, I don't know if I should have been here. I don't know if I should have spent this money. We didn't really have the money. I heard people on stage saying that all day. I want you to know with 1,000% confidence that you made the best decision by being here this weekend. I was standing on stage like this, and there was an Ali Antonacci out in the crowd as a Ruby, and after an event like this, that woman went presidential in like no time. No time. It was because she made a decision and she saw she could do it by being at these events. That's what's going to happen to you. You made the best decision by being here. It's a great investment. I am so proud of this company. What do you think about the mobile app? We can talk facts all day. It Works Global is not a household name yet. We've got amazing growth results. We're debt-free, but that stuff's boring. We know all that. Do you know that there is no other compensation plan where you can make $500 as fast as you can with It Works? And that is the reason people join this business. I remember a Lori Conway joining for nail money, a couple $100 a month. That is amazing, and for just about a group volume of $10,000, you can get to Diamond and earn $10,000. That's amazing. There's no other compensation plan out there like this today. And you know what? I believe It Works is still the very best company out there. And this is what I'm going to do about it. I know there's more lives that need to be changed. There's more testimonies to be had and more giving back that we in this room need to do. I really get annoyed with resolutions. Don't you? How many of you set a resolution this year? Anybody set a resolution or a goal? Put your hand down keep your hand up if you put a plan with your resolution. That's amazing. You guys are way above the majority, because what drives me crazy about resolutions without a plan, they're like a Lamborghini without gas. They look good, but they're not going anywhere. So y'all look good being here this weekend, but I can't wait to see what happens when you leave and what you take home with you and you put into action. You know, I'm a big fan of Stephen Furtick, if you listen to his sermons. And he has had this great sermon series going on, and it was just perfect for this. And he said, and I just resonate with this so well, because I talk, myself included, if you want different results, you've got to change the pattern. You've got to put in the routine to get the rewards that you want to have. Like John said, you want to be in this VIP section, but when it comes down to putting in the time to do the work to get there, to making those uncomfortable calls on your chicken list, some of you run right in the other direction and say, never mind, I didn't want it that bad. But you'll be the first to sit there and complain when you're not there yet. And leaders, if you're a diamond and above right now, shine your little green light, because I got to tell you something. If you don't get back to doing what got you where you're at, your license to make money doesn't make money. You have a license to make money. They're not just going to put it in your lap. You got to go out and blitz. I don't care what your title is. I'm still putting wraps on people's tummies. Now, the time is now. You've heard me say it before. You can do anything, but you can't do
everything.
Oh, that was sucky. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. So here's what I want to talk to you about. My flag is planted. I'm not going anywhere. But Nathan and I have gotten a little lazy. We've gotten a little bit into the management mode, and what we've come to realize is our team gets a lot more inspired by watching us lead by example. That is the best way that we can empower and inspire them. So here's what we're not going to do anymore. We're going to stop watching other people that we feel like must be doing something better, that we're doing something wrong. We're going to run our race. We're going to keep our head down. We will not be playing the victim. I love when Kelly said the one time she lost a rank was when she didn't wrap a person in that month. That was honest, and she was not being a victim for that. Many of you are using everybody else as your excuse except for looking at the one person that can make the change that you need in your business. I will not be sitting on Facebook behind the computer. I will do the 100-day challenge. I will designate some time for that, but I will not be sitting behind my Facebook just scrolling the feeds all day, or Instagram or YouTube. I'm not going to recreate the wheel. I'm not making marketing materials. Apparently, I'm not going to be watching Hallmark anymore. Dang it. I'm not making t-shirts or tools for my team, because the corporate team does a phenomenal job at that, don't they? And I'll be honest with you, my check slows down every time I turn into that management mode, comparing, getting distracted, making excuses. And I love when Major said today, stop taking yourself too seriously. I take myself way too serious sometimes. So that's going to end too. Here's what I am going to do. Because if right now is the best time to be in It Works, and it might be for a year, 2 years, 3 years, It Works is always going to be here. But have you guys heard about momentum? Have you heard about a tipping point? That is the time you want to be in this company. And that could happen a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. But I know when that happens, I want the effort I'm putting in today to give me the extraordinary results of residual income and synergy like Dr. Don was talking about today with the product. So, Nathan and I are going back to basics. He told you that yesterday. We're going back belly to belly. I've joined some new networking groups in my backyard. I just had a team member step up to the plate yesterday, and she took Mackenzie's tip to do a weekly rap party for the next 12 weeks. We've already got it scheduled so we can all put it on our Blitz cards. We're going to follow the steps to success frequently, consistently. Leaders are readers, right? And y'all are leaders. Who's a leader in this room? Leaders are readers, so get the books in your hand and keep growing yourself. If you do the 100-day social media thing, that will be well worth your investment. I'm going to have a lot more fun, and I'm totally embracing this adventure thing that they keep talking about, because that's my style. And where else can you make this kind of money and have this much fun and not get thrown in jail for dealing drugs? Right?
She's keeping it real.
I'm going to blitz, and I'm going to, if it doesn't build revenue, if it doesn't build retention or give recognition, I'm not doing it. And my Facebook is only going to be a testimony to the friendships, fun, and freedom that this business truly is. And I can't wait to invite people on that adventure with me. That's how I'm going to inspire my team. That's how I'm going to empower my team. I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to invite them to go out and build this business belly to belly with me, because this is what I know. To whom much is given, much is required. And there is not one of you in this room that God did not put here for a perfect plan. You might as well consider yourself anointed after the Warren Barfield, not Buffett, right? Okay. So, this year is going to be a greater year. It's going to be greater for me. I know it's going to be greater for a lot of you. Here's my challenge to you. You can either watch me, you can match me, and because of where we're at right now, you can even surpass me. And I want to put that out to you because the choice is yours, because you can do anything. That was really bad again. Wow. I feel like I've made no impact here today. You can do anything. And you get to decide what that anything is going to be. I believe in you. I love you. Your story is a part of my story, and I'm so glad we get to do this together. Thank you so much.